So now I've added the greens, roll by roll of each of these things. Here's the last of the greens finally going in the pot. Made enough room in the pot to get the greens in. Okay, and you see, some are all shrunk down, some partially shrunken, some have not yet shrank, and some are yet to shrink. But here they go. They're all together in the pot. And so now we're going to start seasoning. And so anyway, you saw that big old pile of greens that was in that dish drainer, and here's what you got left when they start to cook down. Okay, so I've been watching them and turning them and working them. This process has been about 5 minutes. Yeah, a little less than that. Okay, so now we're going to season up the greens, and then we're going to let them go. So I have this. I'm not such a great guy about making my own vegetable stock because it's hot here in Florida and I have a stock pot on the stove. But normally I would save all of those stems and all those back ends and stuff. This is concentrated vegetable stock. It looks like molasses. It's thick. It smells delightful. It kind of smells like Lipton onion soup mix, I guess. But it's got carrots and celery and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to put about 1.5 teaspoons in there. And I'll use the greens themselves to wipe it off with. I want the spoon to come out clean because this is very delicious stuff. And it's expensive. But it's a good value because it goes a long way. I've added that stock concentrate. So before we went over the garlic, get you some light. You can see it's very brown and it starts to darken up right away when you mix it in. That's beautiful. Okay, so before I mention the garlic, so if you're a strict Southern traditionalist, this is garlic powder. Get rid of that. If you're not, if you like garlic in it, that's up to you. I'm going to go to my bag of tricks, and when you're making greens, you got to put a certain amount, I think, of Louisiana hot sauce, the kind that comes in the big old jug. Give it a heaping squirt. I'm going to say that's maybe a teaspoon. Then I'm going to go in here and hope that I have some Worcestershire. And I do. It's a brand of Worcestershire sauce. Don't use the bad stuff. And give that, not too much, because this is salty. And so you notice that I said I would salt along the way, and so I know that this soup concentrate, even though it purports to be low in sodium, is still pretty salty. And this is pretty salty. The Louisiana hot sauce is pretty salty. So that should be enough salt. Let's wipe off that spoon there and take a look at what we have here. Now, that whole big thing of greens has come down pretty small.
Yeah. It smells really good.
And now, I'm going to shake that right there. And I'm going to give it a taste. Use some kind of implement if you're not a cook. And, oh, don't put the hot food in your mouth. Don't ever do that. And that tastes very good. And as I suspected, I won't have to add any additional salt. Most of the salt was there in the other ingredients. I'm going to add a little water. Just because I don't want to stand over the pot. So I'm going to cover it about up to 2/3 of where the greens are sitting in the pot. Like that. Cover it, tightly seal it. Turn it down to low. And water. And then I'll see you in about a half hour when I come back to check and see how it's doing. A little more action under there. And so there's what it looks like. You got the greens, the onions, and it's all in there with the miscellaneous ingredients. And so I'll see you in a half hour. That sounds better.